I need to let you in on a massive industry secret. If you are a content creator, or if you are trying to become one this year, you might be feeling incredibly overwhelmed right now. You are looking at your favorite channels, the ones pumping out high-quality videos every single day, and you are asking yourself, how are they doing it? Do they not sleep? Do they have a team of 20 people locked in a basement editing footage around the clock? Here is the truth, from my point of view, from someone who has been watching the creator economy shift behind the scenes. They are not working harder than you. They do not necessarily have more talent than you. And no, most of them do not have massive Hollywood-style production teams. What they have is a new cheat code. There is a silent revolution happening right under our noses, and the landscape of YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram is completely changing. Creators are quietly, drastically, and unapologetically switching to AI. Let me take you back for a second to the old reality of being a creator. Picture this, because I know you have been there. You get a great idea for a video. You spend hours writing the script. You are excited. But then, the real nightmare begins. You open up your editing software. You stare at that terrifying empty timeline. Now you have to hunt for B-roll. You spend 3 hours digging through stock footage websites, desperately trying to find a clip of a person typing on a laptop that does not look completely fake and cheesy. Then you have to download it, import it, chop it up, and align it perfectly with your audio track. But wait, you are not done. You need transitions. You need background music. And in today's world, if you do not have fast-paced, animated captions popping up on the screen, your audience will scroll past you in 3 seconds. By the time you finish editing a simple 10-minute video, you are completely drained. Your back hurts, your eyes are burning, and your creative energy is totally depleted. You hit export, pray the software does not crash, and then you realize you have to do this all over again tomorrow if you want the algorithm to favor you. This is the creator burnout cycle. It is brutal, it is exhausting, and quite frankly, it is completely outdated. This is the exact reason why the massive shift is happening. The trend is undeniable. The top 1% of creators realized that their time is their most valuable asset. They realized that their job is to be the visionary, the idea generator, the director. Their job is not to be the manual laborer pushing pixels around on an editing timeline for 10 hours a day. So they started outsourcing the heavy lifting. But they didn't outsource it to expensive freelance editors. They outsourced it to artificial intelligence. When I first noticed this trend, I was skeptical. I thought AI video would look robotic, lifeless, and cheap. I thought it would just be a passing gimmick. But then I started looking closer at the videos that were going viral. The faceless channels making thousands of dollars a month. The rapid-fire short-form content dominating the feeds. They were too consistent, too polished, and produced way too fast to be done the traditional way. That is when I discovered the tool that is driving a massive chunk of this revolution. The tool is called Videogen, and from my perspective, it is the exact inflection point where the old creator economy dies and the new one begins. Let me explain why everyone is making the switch to this specific platform. Videogen is not just about making things slightly faster. It is an absolute paradigm shift. It completely eliminates the gap between having an idea and publishing a finished video. Imagine bypassing the entire painful process I just described earlier. With Videogen, you do not start with a blank timeline. You start with your text. You take your script, the one you wrote or generated with an AI writer, and you simply paste it into their system. What happens next is what made me realize traditional editing is doomed. The AI actually reads and understands the context of your script. If your text talks about the stress of modern city life, the AI automatically dives into its massive library of millions of premium, royalty-free assets and pulls high-quality cinematic footage of crowded subway stations and bustling streets. It pieces the visual story together for you in seconds. It is like having an intuitive, lightning-fast editor sitting right next to you, perfectly anticipating what footage you need before you even ask for it. But it does not stop at just finding the right clips. The AI synchronizes everything. It matches the pacing of the visuals to the cadence of the voice. And speaking of voice, if you do not want to record your own audio, it provides incredibly realistic human-sounding AI voiceovers that do not sound like a tin-can robot from 10 years ago. They sound engaging, authoritative, and natural. And those dynamic, viral-style captions that everyone is obsessed with right now? The ones that keep viewer retention sky high? Videogen generates them automatically, perfectly timed and beautifully animated. What used to take an entire weekend of intense, frustrating labor now takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Think about the implications of that kind of speed. This isn't just a cool feature. This is the ultimate unfair advantage. If you are a creator, volume and consistency are the only ways to win the algorithmic game. If you can only produce one video a week because you are bogged down by manual editing, you simply cannot compete with the creator who is using Videogen to pump out 3 high-quality videos every single day. They are testing more thumbnails, they are hitting more keywords, they are reaching more audiences, and ultimately, they are making significantly more money. They are capturing the market share while you are still rendering your first project. This is the trend you cannot afford to ignore. We are moving from the era of content creation to the era of content generation. The creators who are thriving right now are the ones acting as media companies. They are the directors, feeding the scripts into the engine and letting the AI do the execution. If you feel like you are falling behind, if you feel like the algorithm is punishing you, it is probably because you are playing the game with outdated rules. You are bringing a knife to a gunfight. The switch to AI is not some futuristic concept waiting to happen in 5 years. It is happening right now, today, on the platforms you watch every day. The question is, are you going to stubbornly stick to the old, painful way of doing things until you burn out completely? Or are you going to embrace the technology, adapt to the trend, and reclaim your time and creative freedom? Do not be the last person to adapt. Stop punishing yourself with endless hours of editing. Step into the new era of content creation. You have the ideas. Now get the engine that can bring them to life instantly. Join the smart creators who are already dominating the space. Try out Videogen for yourself and see exactly what this revolution looks like from the inside. Link in description.